So in my previous video, I left it before completing that video because someone has come to my gate. He has come for asking for a room. Is it available or not? But he made me so happy because he was talking about to shift his whole family, like to shift his friends, girlfriends, and brother-in-law, everyone. He wanted to shift every one of his family to my room, and this makes me so happy because I'm alone in this room. I'm feeling, sometimes I feel suffocated, sometimes I feel, um, dizziness, a lot of stressful mind I have. So if he will come, he said that he will come on tomorrow or overmorrow, and if he will come, then it will be very easy for me to survive here and to do my best. And the main purpose of the main purpose when I come here is just because I don't want to tell, but if they all will shift here with his family, with his whole family, so then that time it will be easy for me to bring any of my friends here and stay here and to stay them here. But jokes apart, I would like to talk about the power of enforcement agencies. So basically, there are a lot of power has given to enforcement agencies. So what are the agencies actually did? So the enforcement agencies are basically simply force any organizations or force any company to do their task or to do their work as per the rules and regulations has directed to them. Okay, so the enforcement agency can come to your workplace at any time without giving you any notice, and they can simply check your any samples, like what type of production you are doing. They can simply check the ingredients of your sample, and if they found any type of fault or any type of misleading things, so they can immediately stop the work, and they will give you the notice period and or improvement period, so that you will improve or you will fix those things in that certain time that they has given to you. And also they can take interview of any of your worker. They can ask him they can ask him, like how many times, how many work hours do you have to work, how much is your salary, do you have any mental problem, do you have any uh, sickness. So they can simply, they can surprisingly uh, do a check on your organization, and simply they have the main thing of them is to enforce you to do your job at the uh, and to follow their guidelines and their rules and regulations. Okay, simply uh, after that we will talk about the responsibilities of employers. What the fuck is this? Every time when I come to make my video, someone is knocking my gate, and I feel frustrated. Or when someone is disturbing me while making the video, because making videos is not a easy task. So it takes a lot of courage to make a video and in front of camera. So, and if someone disturb you in middle of your video, so definitely you got frustrated. So the responsibilities of employer. So there are many responsibilities of employer, but the main responsibilities of employer to, like, the first responsibility of the employer is to provide you with protective clothing, and to provide you with a protective clothing with free of cost. Like in many companies they will charge, in many companies they charge for you, for giving you the PPE, for giving you the shoes, for giving you the hat. They charges in many companies, but according to the rule, according to the article 16 of convention 155, it is simply a rule that no employer can ask you, can charge you for any type of PPE. If he is providing any PPE, he should be, or he must be uh, free of cost. Okay. So the second responsibility of employer is to uh, provide you a safe working hour, so that you can balance your lifestyle. Because sometimes we think that if our working hour is 8 hours, so it's not easy as we think, like 8 hours, कि अगर आपके पास 8 घंटे अगर कंपनी में काम करना है, तो आपके पास बचे कितने घंटे, 18 घंटे बचे ना, नहीं 16 घंटे। तो आप 16 घंटे क्या घर में रहोगे, तो सिर्फ अपने घर के बारे में सोचोगे? नहीं, it's you who left your company, but the company didn't left you. Throughout your home, throughout any of your like if you are eating, then it's a higher chance that you are still thinking about your company, you are still thinking about what will happen tomorrow in your company. So you think that you are doing 8 hours job, but indirectly, if you have a mental problem, if you have a lot of burden of your work, so that time you are doing a lot of high, and you are doing a long term of work. Because if you are doing work through your mind, it is also a waste of time. Because if that time, if that simple particular time, if your mind is free, then you simply discuss about your family, discuss about your children's. But just because of that mental pressure on your mind, you did not think about anything about your about your family. You just think about the company. Okay. So it is the responsibility of employers to make you, to keeps you mentally fit, so that when you left your job, the employer when you left your job, you got a free mind to think about your family. Okay. The next responsibility of employer is um, to provide you a safe place of work. So what does it mean? Providing a safe place of work is the main motto of the employer. Okay. Safe place of work means any physical, chemical, or biological hazard has been totally removed from your work area. Okay. uh, it is the responsibility of the employer to provide you the best protective equipment, the best machinery before, and also that all the equipments or all the machineries have been certified and labeled. At every month's inspection has been done, and labeled on that equipment, that this equipment is inspected and it is now ready to use. So it is the responsibility of the work employers uh, to gives you simply a safe place of work. Also, to provide you training. It's also compulsory responsibility of the employer to provide you some trainings. Like there are many types of training, like on job training, refreshment training, inductions, and on also um, job specific training, and behavioral based safety training. Okay. To provide you adequate supervision. So supervision is also a very crucial part of managing health and safety, because you just think about a moment of your school time. Like in your school time, when your exams were happen when your exams were happen like what okay, assume like you are sitting in an exam hall, and you are not an intelligent boy, you're just an average boy, and the question paper is so tough, and there is a person, there is a teacher who is monitoring you, because if and what if that teacher went for some drinks, went for some chai nasta. If that person is not available at your room, so at that time what you do? You simply start cheating. And the same thing happen in industries also. If there is no person to monitor you, you simply starts horse playing. Horse playing is you simply do not focus your whole do not give your whole focus to your job. You just you just think that oh, there is no person, so why am I why am I uh, give my full energy to that work? I will why you started to you know काम चोरी आप काम चोरी करना शुरू कर देंगे. Okay. So these are some responsibilities of the employer. Now we'll come to the responsibility of workers. So according to Convention C 155 and Recommendation R64, there are many responsibility of workers. Okay, and the first responsibility of the worker is to report any issue, report any kind of issue. If a worker is find any issue, like if a worker see any there is happening a near miss, so definitely he must report that incident or near miss or accident, any type of event, he have to report it. This is the first responsibility of the worker. Second is equipment uses safely and trained. This is the responsibility of the worker to use every equipment, to use every machinery as per the instructor, as per their train. Like sometimes you think that if you are using a grinder, so there is a limit of grinder is like there is a some grinders are 400 rpm, some grinders are maximum limits is some grinders have a maximum limit of 12,000 rpm, but you have to but some people, okay, let's sit about grinder. If you have a bike, if you have a bike and you just simply go to a showroom and you buy a bike, so that company earlier initially the company has sets out your higher speed, that you do not cross this speed, this is dangerous for your health and your and for the health of other also. But what we do, we simply go to a small mechanic shop and we simply say that just free my bike, because I want to make the record of my high speed of bike. So that is also happen in some companies also, some workplace also. If there is no person is monitoring you, you just start your working in a very high speed. Um, you just start using that equipment in a very high pressure, and when you exceed the limit of the minimum speed, there is a higher chance of any event or any unwanted event. Okay, so these are the responsibilities of the workers, that the workers should first ensure of their own safety, and second they should ensure of other safety also. Okay, also the workers should cooperate with the employer in all safety methods, like any matter of safety is going on, or the employer is telling you like what is the main motto of managing health and safety of workplace, So uh, at the end the employer is thinking about you. It is not that the employer is thinking about their profit or their own thing. Because if there were no rule, if there is no rule, like if there is no ILO or there is no recommendation and convention, so at that time we can think that the employer only think about their profit. But just because of this, every worker should be very thankful for that. Thankful for having ILO recommendation. It is another thing that some companies or some rules, some organizations do not follow, or do not follow these rules in a very precise way, but at least they are following it. At least they are following it in somehow. Okay. Next thing, uh, according to Convention 155 of Article 16, there are some rights of workers also. Workers have the right to information about every work that they are going to do. Like if they are going to do excavation, if they are going to do grinding or cutting, they have the right to um, information of that work. What are the hazards that they are going to face, what are the main main control measures that the employers has implemented for their safety. So everything it is the right of a worker, and that he must know the things. He must The employer must tell them all the information. Okay. Also, if they are doing a tough job, so the workers have the right to be trained. Okay. Without training, um, if a worker is if a worker is forcefully sending to do a job, in that job that to do a job which he is not capable to do, and which he has not given proper training. So at that time, I think if he wants to stop that work, if he wants to leave that job, he can leave that job, because at that time their rights has been violating. Because if he thinks that he needs some more training to do the job, so the employer has to give them. Okay. Third thing is the right to consultation. If a worker is feeling nervous, if a worker is feeling frustrated while working, so he has the right to consultation. He has the right to take a consultation that is provided by the company. Because many companies, if a worker is again and again making some minor mistakes, again and again doing near misses, so uh, somehow the company thinks, or somehow some supervisors think that if he's facing any family, so if he's facing some mental problem, so they just send you to a consultant, and he will simply make you a two-way communication to you, and he just simply ask about your problem. He just makes sure that he will cure your problem, he will solve your problem, and he will provide you the best method to you just came out of your depression or your anxiety or any mental fatigue. Okay. So these are the things that I learned from yesterday video, and for today I have given uh, a task, a scenario, basically a scenario, and the ma'am has told me to read out and to understand that scenario, and from that scenario she will ask some questions, and we'll have to just answer that question according to our overview, according to our analysis to that scenario. So also, for the first time, I have completed a video. I have made a video more than 20 minutes. Okay. So this is a great achievement for me also. And also, the more I make videos, the more I will get improved. And also you know I simply spokes out. When I simply speak, I just making my tongues to be habitual of the English. And I am also training my mind to just think in English and just to translate some Hindi to English fastly. I'm lagging somewhere, I know, but if I continue this series of making videos every day, then definitely I will improve, and definitely I will, kill it at the end of the month. So that's all for today. Thank you guys.